Yo, what's going on, guys? Jay here, and today we're going to talk about the Carter 6 briefly. This is not going to be one of my long-winded album reviews, Like if you've checked out the channel before, I do a lot of longer album reviews. And if you haven't, I recommend you go check some of them out. I'm actually very proud of some of the work I put into some of my reviews, like for example, my Travis Scott Utopia one, the West Side Gun album from a few years ago, and then You Pray For Me. But yeah, this is going to be a little bit more of a light video because I don't have anything groundbreaking to say about this album. I don't have anything too deep to say about this album. So Lil Wayne, he released the Carter 6 8 days ago at this point, on June 6th. And honestly, I've still only listened to this album the one time. And, it's very rare that I listen to an album, one time, and then, I really remember, a lot of the songs, you know what I mean? An album really is to stick with me, for me to listen to an album one time only and be able to, talk about most of the songs. But, man, this album was memorable, and I'm going to be honest, not for the good reasons. This is not for the good reasons. I'm going to be able to go through and talk about not all, but a lot of these different songs, and it's not because of I listened to this album a bunch. But yeah, let's start off. King Carter is obviously an intro song. Welcome to the Carter. This is the one really great track here. After hearing this track, I was like, holy shit, Weezy still got it. And I don't mean to sound like I'm going to try not to come across as a hater. I mean, if you clicked on this video, you've seen the discourse around this album. I'm not here to say anything new. You know what I mean? I'm not here to say that this is the greatest Wayne album. This is obviously, in my opinion, it's a weak album. This is a bad album. I'm not going to say Wayne's washed, though. A lot of people say, oh, is Wayne washed? He can rap. He really can rap so well. The issues on this album, other than some lyrical and content matter choices, it really comes from the instrumentals. I mean, the production and the curation here is just terrible. And when we are talking about Welcome to the Carter, this is the one track that does it right. Not only does this song have good lyricism overall, and good punchline, smoking on a pure L, smoking on a pure L, no sanitizer. You're getting a lot of sex and drug bars on here. You're also getting him rapping about how he loves rapping and how he loves his family. I eat the rappers. I heard the appetizers. But the instrumental is actually really good on this track. Not something that I'm saying about any other beat on this album, guys. I'm gonna be honest, but this is a real good beat, and Wayne just tears it up. And the reason why I'm not gonna say Wayne's washed is because this is historically true, guys. Yeah, this album's pretty crap, but think about your favorite Lil Wayne feature, and think about your least favorite Lil Wayne feature. He's someone who, as much as I love Wayne, man, he really he needs production to thrive. And Wayne's a top 10 rapper for me. Wayne is a GOAT level rapper, but he's really not getting it done without some good fucking production. And here it shows. I don't know who is doing the production on this album, who's executive producing, who's beat selecting, but from the producers to the selectors to even Wayne himself, I mean, this is just all around. Everyone is missing. And again, like I said, Welcome to the Carter. I revisit this track because it's good. This is on my playlist. I bumped this in the car. This is good. Life a bitch, you got me flirting with death. And I mean, I don't know. This isn't the craziest Wayne thing ever, but this is good. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Welcome to the Carter is good. The Carter 6 is bad. It's bad, guys. But again, I think we got to stop the narrative that Lil Wayne is washed. People love talking that shit online, and everyone online is going to hate. And I'm always going to try not to be that guy who's a big hater, thriving off of, hating. No. I'm going to talk about some positives here. And I'm just gonna overall talk about like what I think about the album and where I think it came short. But I'm not here to say that Lil Wayne is like failed, that he's washed, that he's done, because he's not. He just needs to reroute. He needs to tap in with some good fucking producers, man. And he needs to get someone to show him the way. Because I don't know if it's because he's old and out of touch or if it's all the drugs, but a lot of the curation choices here is really what killed it. The rapping, yeah, he's fallen off at this point in his career, but very few rappers haven't. But really what is like bringing this album down is the production, the curation, the features choices. I mean, a track like Bells, coming, like, listen to that after Welcome to the Carter, you're like, okay, this is a drop off, but it's not bad. You're getting like some really strong bass. You're getting some hype or like rapping from Wayne where he's like getting really, aggressive, ring bells. Like, that's not bad. But then you get to hip hop with like Lil Wayne and Big X the Plug and Jay Jones. And then you get like a little like, all right, this is, again, it's like not a bad song, but it falls off, right? It's another drop in quality. Big X the Plug, I like his verse. He's a good rapper. There's some definitely, again, like songwriting choices that are weird here, where it's like, all right, why are Lil Wayne and Big X the Plug like not harmonizing, but they're rapping the chorus together, and it's like their voices are so off. It's a little weird. Jay Jones, I want to shout out Jay Jones because he does a great feature. Like, let's just be honest, I've never heard of Jay Jones before this, but he snapped. He is one of the best verses on this whole album. At first, I thought this was one of Wayne's kids just because you saw his kids are featured on here. I remember seeing that headline. I'm like, oh, I never heard of Jay Jones, but no, he's been rapping for 10 years. He's signed to Wayne. He's signed to Young Money, so it's like, man, why has he never been bigger? Why is this the first time I'm hearing him? Anyways, again, I don't hate that track. I'm not going to revisit it a bunch, but it's good. And then, like, moving on from here, this is where we get to the drop-off. Sharks, great Big Sean verse, and Wayne's verse is good, too. Like, Big Sean spazzes, Wayne's cool here. What really kills this track, other than the instrumental, having a little bit of, like, country trap inflections, you know what I mean? It's not a full-blown like country beat, but this could be on a Jelly Roll project, who's also featured on this song. Now, Jelly Roll, I've never listened to a lot of him. I heard some stuff. I don't hate him. I don't think he's bad. I'm not a big country guy, obviously, but this is just not only is the curation for the feature bad, but this is bad songwriting on Jelly Roll's part. I mean, that chorus just sucks. Like, on top of the boring country trap style beat, this chorus sucks. Like, obviously, you get the point that things aren't always as they seem. People aren't always as they seem, but, man, shout out to Professor Sky's record review. He said this sounded like a nursery rhyme, like a Dr. Seuss nursery rhyme, and like it does. Snakes ain't always in the water, sharks ain't always in the grass. I said it backwards, but I don't really care. And that, you're like, all right, here's where the fall off begins, and it doesn't really come back up from here. Banned from New Orleans is, again, just this weird, like, stylistic choice. Like, Wayne's rapping isn't what's bad. It's two things. It's the instrumental's underwhelming. It wouldn't be that bad if it was a shorter song with proper structure, but what really kills this song is the structure. Let's go look at the lyrics for this song, because this song is mostly just a hook and refrain. You got chorus, verse 1, refrain. Verse 2, chorus, refrain. And then chorus again. And these verses are short. And the refrains are actually long. The refrains on this are long. And it's not like he's saying anything. For license plate, red 666. Come to your hood, OT with Tim Westwood. Oh, that's the verse right there. The refrain, again, it's like he says it slowly. The song is way longer than it needs to be. And the chorus and the refrain take up way more time than these rap verses. And I remember just listening to this song and being like, what's even the point of this song? It feels like Lil Wayne is just filling out the track, and then it's like 4 minutes long for no reason. And then you get to The Days by Lil Wayne and Bono, and on my Instagram story, I called this a MAGA rap album. And I'm going to try and elaborate on that just like a little bit. Like, just a little bit. I don't want to get, whatever. I don't want to get too political. I don't want to, like, judge people's beliefs or feelings, right? But The Days is an example of this album feels like, in a very stylistically Drake way, like it's trying to please everyone while pleasing no one. And I don't mean like everyone is in like Lil Wayne fans. I mean everyone is in like a general sense. Like he's got this. It feels like a really commercial attempt, and not just this song with Bono, whose singing is just not good. But this is what I'm talking about with like you got Big X the Plug, he's popping. You got the Jelly Roll feature, he's popping. You got the country influence. There are a couple other songs that have country influence on here. It's not the only one. You got the Andrea Bocelli sample. You got the you got the like the songs where his kids on. These are more like traditional trap style songs that are very basic. Then you got the MGK and Kodak features. You got the Weezer cover. Oh boy, we'll get there. We'll get there. Anyways, like there's something about this album that's very much like trying to appeal to a group of people by not offering them anything that they like actually want. You know what I mean? This is like a attempting to be mainstream and popular with like general audience, not just like rap fans, and it fails miserably. Just like MAGA ideals. Again, not to get too political, but let's talk about real quick how some policies that those people push, that they peddle, is not actually what they live up to in terms of how they pride themselves as a middle class, lower class, blue collar working party, yet they really only tend to give tax cuts to billionaires for the most part and to the utmost high tax brackets, right? Are we going to talk about that? So again, they're appealing to this group of people, but like not, they appeal to their people by saying stuff that's not true, by not understanding. Well, the people don't understand what they're doing is wrong. Just like how Lil Wayne does not understand that the way to reach these people. It's like the way he tries to reach this like mainstream success is like he looked up on like Chat GPT. What is the best way to make a rap album that will be popular with people who don't already know me? And ChatGPT is spitting out like algorithm based stuff like how Big X the Plug and Jelly Roll are popular and different from his normal style, and incorporate country because country's popular. And throwback to a early 2000s mega rock hit that is still beloved to this day. Like all these ideas, they make sense. Use popular samples. Bring in like old school rappers that people love, like Wyclef Jean and Manny Fresh. But the delivery is just terrible. And then we, again, real quick, talk about the days with Lil Wayne and Bono. And you have Lil Wayne starts his verse talking about like, oh, hey, Miss America, everything's going to be okay, Miss America. And that also just kind of where I get the saying it's MAGA from, because it's like doing this thing where he's like, he's doing the like, oh, support America and everything's going to be okay. But it feels like to me he's also kind of saying that maybe to himself, right? Like it's all going to be fine for him where he's at in his life and he knows that. But like it's not really after this album. Just like they be saying it's fine, but it's not really fine. But anyways, Cotton Candy, who had 2 Chainz, Professor Sky Record Review, he also said that he thinks that there's some AI production on this album. I wouldn't be surprised. Cotton Candy strikes me as that 2 Chainz really, he did his best to salvage this. This beat's weird. I don't like it. Wayne's verse, nah, not here for it. Then we'll talk about Island Holiday, because Flex Up and Loki's theme, I don't particularly remember. I know one of these, I believe Loki's theme is like a more guitar-based rock influence thing, where again, this is another thing where like Wayne, he's trying to appeal to a bunch of people, it feels like, to a new fan base, it feels like, by incorporating rock, not realizing that the way he's incorporating it is not bringing anyone, and it's turning a lot of people off, and it's not the way we typically see rock incorporated into rap. He's done it before, and it doesn't work. Island Holiday is so weird, because, like, I really like Weezer. Island in the Sun, on the one hand, is, like, a really popular track that a lot of people love, but on the other hand, and I'm going to compare this to something weird, Yeat he covered Feel No Ways by Drake recently. It's an old song that was really popular. A lot of people like it. A lot of people probably know the words to it, But I don't think that's anyone's favorite Drake song. I don't think that's any Drake fan's favorite Drake song. It's really popular, got a lot of radio play. It's a bit of a throwback, but you had no business covering it. This is the same thing. This is exactly how I feel about Island Holiday. It's an old song. It's really popular. It's beloved, but it's no Weezer's favorite Weezer song, right? Like if I would never listen to Island in the Sun on my own time, but if I hear it, I'm like, hey, I love this song, and I'll vibe out to it at a function. But I'm not gonna like play this on my own time for myself because it's like it's just so popular. Like I know it already. It's not that deep of a song. And Lil Wayne has no business covering it. Like, I love to see him show this love to Weezer. I do, because I love Weezer. But the Weezer and Weezy, we did not need this. And it just feels so out of place. Like, I know people talk about the Lil Uzi Vert Chop Suey situation. This is like that tenfold. Like, Weezy got no business covering it. He's doing it a terrible disservice. And it just doesn't make sense. Like I said about the Yeet stuff. If I play guitar... Man, hot take, I really like this tune. Everyone's like, oh, why is Wayne playing the guitars? I think his guitar is good. It's a simple riff he lays down. And even if his rapping to it is kind of weird and it's kind of out of, like, character for everything else he raps about on this album in terms of, like, the, kind of, like, love elements and the breakup elements. It's a bit more personal, but it doesn't feel too, like, genuine. It feels a little manufactured. But this guitar riff is just evocative, so it works. Like, I honestly, I like this song. Peanuts to Elephant, produced by Lin-Manuel Miranda. I don't like this. Like, I know it's popular to not like it, and it's not that I don't like it because people talk about, oh, why the hell is there so much elephant bars and the elephant stuff in the noises, right? And it's weird. It's so weird to me that people are clowning this because, like, yeah, it's not good. But what it is a failed attempt. It's not stupid. You have a good idea. It's a concept song where it's just a bunch of elephant puns. And yet, is it a great idea? No. But if you were to pitch to 100 rappers the idea of, like, Dr. Carter, right? Lil Wayne's song Dr. Carter, where he raps about doing these different procedures where he's bringing different things to the game to keep the rap game alive that these other rappers aren't doing. If you gave that concept to 100 rappers... Only one of them, being Lil Wayne, would get it right in such a great way. Dr. Carter is one of Lil Wayne's best songs. And it's a kind of out there, like, silly concept that he just happens to make work. This is an occasion where he doesn't make that concept work. Sorry. And that's not even the main reason I don't like this song. It's just the beat. I saw an Instagram reel of this, like, beat just over, like, Crash Bandicoot gameplay. And it ruined it for me. I mean, I didn't like it to begin with, but damn, it really does sound like some music from that. I'm going to refrain from talking about Rari and Moolah coming in with Lil Novi and Cam Conner, both of Wayne's sons, just because I'm happy that Lil Wayne has lived to an age to have a family that he can not only support and champion, but that he could record music with on such a grand stage as the Carter 6. I think that is awesome. Even if these songs were particularly good, I still wouldn't listen to them much anyways because it's like a novelty. And I hate seeing these songs, like, people really shit on them because it's the same shit like with LeBron and Bronny. Like, just leave Bronny alone. The only reason you really give a shit about this is because of who it is. And I don't think we should just sit here and criticize these young kids who are out here just trying to have a good time with their dad and, like, take part in something he's been so skilled to create and this legacy that he has. And I think it's awesome that they get to take part in this legacy. I think it's stupid that people want to really go in on this. Like, truth be told, I do. I'm very happy that Lil Wayne has created this for himself and for his family and has been able to share and create such a special moment with his children. Like, isn't that awesome? Isn't that fucking awesome? Come on now. Have some love. Have some love. Maria, which of course samples Ave Maria from Andrea Bocelli. This is a very operatic song that's also popular. This sample's been used a lot. Again, another song that's getting clowned. And here I'm going to come through. I'm going to critique the production again because it's not good. Like, the sample choice is actually fine. I don't care that Ave Maria is like a popular sample. It's just such a skeletal beat. Like, the beat kind of relies on that feature, and then I feel like the vocal mix is a little off at points because uh Bocelli's singing kind of overlays rapping at the points in terms of the volume, it feels like. But other than that, this is a good song. Lil Wayne is doing good rapping. And Wyclef Jean, I mean, why would anyone hate this verse? Wyclef Jean is rapping about his experiences coming to America as an immigrant. And also is one of the most important like hip hop contributors of all time in terms of his time with the Fugees and everything he did for like Lauryn Hill for himself. He's worked with Young Thug. I mean, Wyclef Jean is great. He's really great. I have a lot of respect for him, and I have a lot of respect for him laying down this verse that he did in the times that we're in, because this is like a blink and you miss it type of thing. If you're not really paying attention to the lyrics, you're going to miss it. But he is rapping about his experience coming to America on a ship and then living here and acclimating here. I'm going to look it up quick. I believe Wyclef Jean is from Haiti. Yep, right here. Haitian rapper and singer. He immigrated here when he was young. And that's what he's rapping about here, and that's so awesome. This verse right here could prevent this album from getting that MAGA album moniker that I gave it, because this is counteracting a lot of stuff. It's a powerful verse. It's a powerful verse, but people are going to sit here and say they don't give a shit because this album overall is pretty mid, pretty bad. This song is not the best, but I mean, this verse, you want to go look at it bar for bar. It tells a great story. I'm not going to bar for bar right here because this is already longer than I was intending on this album. Not this album, this video being. But, yeah, we got I already talked about, Moolah coming in and Rory. Leave the Wayne's kids alone. Let them have fun. Obviously, let's be honest, at this point in his career, I don't think Lil Wayne is as concerned with putting out the best possible rap album. Obviously, he doesn't have the hunger he used to just from the, you look at where he is in his life, but let him have a fun time with his family. Being Myself with Manny Fresh. You love to see Manny Fresh back in, working with Wayne. So, I mean, Manny Fresh is great, right? So, this is like an R8 track. I don't have a lot to say about it. Again, it's one of these concept songs where Lil Wayne's rapping about how much he loves being himself, but it's like, I'm not like in love with the song. I'm not going to re-listen to it, but it's good. The concept itself, it's not maybe the best, but it's a concept. Which is honestly, again, even with Peanuts to Elephant, even if it's a bad, like not the best concept, the execution's bad, you still got to respect the fact that he gives the concept. Because most of these like mainstream rappers, they don't even have a concept. They just be stringing together different bars about who they're fucking, what they have on their wrists, and the drugs they're putting up their noses. And even though there's a lot of that here, it's nice that he could come up with a couple of unique concepts for songs, even if they're not hitting. Alone in the Studio with My Gun, I thought this was going to be like a cool personal track, maybe similar to the vein of Let It All Work Out off of the Carter 5, which is one of the best storytelling tracks in rap history. Deeply personal, and it's hard to not listen to that and want to shed a tear for how much Lil Wayne is letting you into his heart and his life experience, because, man, that song is deep. Happy Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, by the way. I think we should support that all year long because men and women equally have mental health struggles. You could look at all the stats about how men die by suicide more and all this stuff, but it's not like the idea isn't we should care about men's mental health more than women. It's as a society we should give more thought to mental health in general, and with the men's mental health we should drop the negative stigmas. And a track like Let It All Work Out, it's doing that. Being Myself, it's doing that. So even if this album, there's not a lot going on, you gotta applaud the attempts Wayne is making and some of the stuff like that. Now, like I said, Alone in the Studio with My Gun, missed opportunity in terms of the subject matter. MGK, not good here. I don't like it. Kodak is just, man, I'm worried about Kodak Black, genuinely. I'm not going to sit here and rap and say, oh, he's this and he's that, because I don't know what's going on in his life. But every time I hear him on the track or see him online, I think that someone should check on him. And not in terms of like, oh, like he's out of control. Like, I would be worried about him. The last thing that we need right now is another young, popular, beloved person, another young person, another person, period, dying from a drug overdose, suffering from not great mental health. Missed opportunity with this song. I think there was potential for it to be good, even if I'm not the biggest fan of MGK or Kodak. But yeah, that was a sleepy end. And Written History is also a cool song. Don't care that much for it. So, real quick, because again, this was supposed to be a quick song. We're hitting pretty lengthy time, though. But yeah, I almost said the Carter 5. The Carter 6, it's not a good album. It's not even a mid album. Like, I'll honestly say this is underwhelming. This is bad, but how fun is life going to be for you if you only look and pay attention to the things that are bad? Because everyone I see is saying this whole album sucks, and that's not true. There's not only good songs here, or a great song, there is good concept, good concepts, there's good verses, there's important concepts being discussed. The production is really what holds it back. And closer, like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the album in the comments below. But what I think is that Lil Wayne is not washed, and people on the internet should stop being so reactionary. Peace.